Okay, Zodiac today. I'm definitely going to do fire signs and water signs. Water because, we're still in Cancer. So to shout out. If you resonate with the signs, great. If you don't, sometimes we wind up listening for someone else. I've had a lot of feedback, and people say, I listened to Leo, and it was actually for my friend who's Virgo. One of those deals. Take what resonates. If it makes sense, but I do get a lot of feedback, even 5, 10 years later, um, especially if it's specific. It can sound general sometimes, but it would be specific. And people say, I've had hundreds of little testimonials, and they say it just happened, or it's hard because they're very explicit and focused and kind. So, all right, we're just going to get into it. If you have questions, what you would like to hear on this channel, I keep saying it, but it's been so busy, and then I travel for work to go to stables up the East Coast, and to accommodate other clients, and so that may be an excuse. How many of us make an excuse for not doing something? But seriously, if you want to hear of different topics, which I would love to talk about, because I have an online membership, and I talk about different topics, and even with friends or privately, I like talking about this field, sharing. That's the key. We should have to share it. Have to share with each other. I was just reading this. They had something on the bottom. All right, we're going to start with Cancer. Just 1 or 2 cards each. Cancer, 10 of Wands. This is you coming into your own. This is you actually, you strove, you packed, you prepared, and you're now moving onward. Tens, as we know, Alpha Omega, it's leaving something behind and going in something new, or even unexpected, because that's how journeys are, right? They're adventures. Take the adventure. Take the adventure. Free will. You have to follow your own intuition. These are general readings. So, all right, well, let's do another card. Let's see what's going on. Knight of Swords. This is you planned, you thought about it. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. What do we know about them? They can be a little impulsive. So whether it's you or someone immediately to you, just pay attention to any spontaneity. It might be too much. This is slow moving, this is fast. And we can do that in a day, right? We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, and then all of a sudden it's like, either I don't want to, or I can't no more. Take those rests. Move as slow as you feel you need to go. We don't want life to pass us by. I tell people that all the time, especially younger, because I'm a little older, and I can tell you, don't let life pass you by. Find a way to take a dance class, or learn crochet, or call friends. Don't burn bridges unless you really, really have to. And then we can always make amends. Hi. Okay, that's Cancer. Thank you. Moving on to, and I have to cross them out because I've been known frequently to read the same sign. Yes, they're channeled, and that's why, as a medium, I just read. Scorpio, you always get a power card. Scorpios usually get a power card. That's funny. So and I'm using the Crystal Vision deck. 6 of Wands. This is, you fought with yourself enough. Stand up for yourself. Have your boundaries. You're not alone. Delegate, employ, invest in people, and definitely invest in yourself. You're holding the future in your hands, right there, the crystal ball. Yeah, sure, we can see into crystal balls. We can see into any flat surface. Some people use mirrors and such, but you're holding your future in your hands. You're surrounded. You did some good energy work, so that's nice. Keep moving. Keep going. You rest, you stand, you observe. Situational awareness saves us. Observing, discerning saves us time, saves us energy. Sometimes could save a life. Okay, you're good. All right. Thank you, Scorpio. Crossing it off because you know I'll read them twice. Moving on to Pisces. Yeah, they're just little readings. If you want longer readings, you can contact me. Pisces. Pisces, you have the unknown card. This is similar to Scorpios, who I just read, because we're doing water signs first. This too, yeah. You have the future in your hands, and it's literally up to you. If you want good health, if you want a healthier physique. I'm right on the highway, so if you hear, because I'm hearing an ambulance come by. If you hear that, that's it. And then the air conditioning. Yeah, the office is not huge, but that's all right. I love it. That's for you. That's interruptions. You're having interruptions. Having interruptions, everything gets used in a reading. Almost all the time. You see that face? It's also part of you, part of an experience that you just had, general readings, that you said, I just gave you my heart and you didn't do the right thing with it. I just gave you work. I just gave you the paperwork, and I'm not feeling appreciated. I just helped out a friend for the 100th time, and I'm not feeling appreciated. I'm handing you my future, your future. Don't desert me. Don't leave me. Or, because it could be I'm holding on to this until you're ready. Sometimes people aren't ready in relationships, any relationship, employee, employer, any relationship. Sometimes we back up slightly and then we come back forward. Okay. All right. Thank you, Pisces. 1 or 2 cards, little readings. If you want to get in touch with me, that's fine. All right. That's the water signs. We're moving on to fire signs. And we're going to start with Aries. Aries, you got 7 of Wands. This is bring out what you need to go forward. Bring out, don't just argue. Have a basis. So 2 things happen. We can layer. Somebody's picking on us, or just like, that look, or something, and it's layered and layered and layered, and then finally we explode. That's the wand. That's the fire card. They're picking on you. You tell them to put the wands down, put the swords down, put the fighting down. Can't do it anymore. Not ready for it. Some people actually in relationships, again, work, romantic, friend, anything else. Friday night at 6 p.m. we're going to have a fight or an argument or a debate. But it's going to end in a compromise. It's going to end in love. We're going to pursue. That's the goal. That's the pursuit of peace. Aries, you're in a pursuit of peace. However, don't let your guard down completely. Yes, do we want to be completely open and have your heart chakra, open and prepared and ready and giving in a romantic and even a friendship relationship? But it still takes a while to get to know someone. That's where discernment comes in, intuition. That's where it comes in, because we just fall in love. Even at jobs. Oh my gosh, I love this job. All the co-workers are beautiful and perfect and wonderful, and they help each other. A year down the line, and it's not that way. Or those co-workers left and new ones came in, and they're not so much for the team. And it's the same in love. It's not just opening the door, which we love. It's not just, whatever you would want in an intimate, romantic relationship. It's not always that. It's deeper. These are my boundaries. You cannot cross them. If you cross them, I'm leaving. Or it's not right for me. Or we have to discuss it, because some people don't even know it's a boundary when they're crossing it, because everyone's done it. They've seen it, examples. Take your time, Aries, take your time, but be prepared. This is definitely a be prepared card, because the sevens are changes, sevens are creation, sevens are too many decisions. Which one's going to be on my bad side today? Don't do that. I mean, sometimes we think it. Our minds. We're extremely intelligent, even if you don't think you are, because everyone thinks book smarts. It's not the book smarts. It can help, but it's not the be-all and end-all, as most of us have found out since 2020, or even before that. It's not necessarily just the book smarts. It comes from your intuition, internal, common sense, love. This is striving for peace. Strive for that peace. Okay. Thank you, Aries. Moving on to Leo. Yeah, I'll either shuffle everyone. It depends. As a medium, as a channeler, I'm guided. Sometimes I'll take the whole deck and do one after the other, not shuffle. I shuffle first, but they're blessed, they're cleansed, they're smudged, they're loved. Okay. Leo, you got King of Pentacles. Hi. This is definitely, this is a power card. This is sitting in a position where you can make demands. And demanding isn't just like, I want this, give it to me. I'm taking that, that's mine. That's not what it is. It can incorporate that, but it's not. The King of Pentacles has been gathering. They're gathering information, they're gathering the knowledge, they're gathering that grounding and that energy and building up, and they're resting. So I would say, for these are general readings, many Leos between now and autumn, fall for you, wherever you are in the country or any place else on earth. I got clients in Australia, Africa, so this is your time to shine. It's your time to implement things that you've learned spiritually. And pentacles are not just about allergies, chocolate, nuts, something else I forgot. I had chocolate. King of Pentacles, it not just the financial, the business, money, success. It's also about the body, because as we're in this realm, as far as we can live it, this is physical. So that's the physicality of the Pentacles. This is make sure you're taking care of yourself. You can see 1 foot down, 1 foot raised. He's getting ready to go. So if you're going on that vacation, you're going on that trip, I don't care if it's a walk around the block, be prepared. You prepare yourself. Just that's it. It's really a preparation card as well. But in control, a lot more than control than you've given yourself credit. Well, Leos. All right, but still, a lot more control than you've given yourself credit for, or that others have given you credit for. You're good. All right, thank you, Leo. Moving on to Sagittarius. Oh, I should have kept the clock around, because if I could do more, I'll do more. Oh, these just came out in my hands. Sagittarius, you have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. This is big changes. Big changes in your life coming. And it's yin and yang, except for, this is living in fantasy. These are changes, choices, and consequences. Consequences is because even though this is cups, swords, it's still up in the air. So this is too much thinking. Thoughts running unsupervised in your head. Sagittarius, this is the time to move it, move along, cut ties. So many things make us feel comfortable. If we've learned anything since 2020 or anything in the world, and of course before then, when people are comfortable and they don't want to change their belief, their ways, the easiness of what they have, they're living in a fantasy. And fantasies always, can't say always, but majority of the time, that bubble bursts. She's going to land. And male, female, it's just the energy of the card. But it still shows that through probably next winter, but hold on to it, because it can be only a couple of days, couple of weeks. They're your readings. Everyone's different. Anyone listening to this, and of course any Sagittarius, timing is on your timeline. And how timing comes off of you for these readings. That's why people come across my channel 3 years later, although I had deleted a lot of episodes, sessions, but they'll come across something 3 years later and say, that just happened today, or that's exactly where I am emotionally. So hold on to it, but this is definitely after next winter. This is, do not live in the fantasy of things that are holding you back, holding you down, that really truly are not what the world's view is, or what's really truly happening around you or within you. But the good news is, he gets up at all these messages, all these people, all these sounds and everything coming at him. And then the energy takes off. So, well, I didn't like that, I'm going someplace else. I didn't like that. Now, this is free will. I'm not telling anyone to break up with somebody. We always work through it first. We always see what we can do to make something better, and it's always with us. If they change, great. But that's not being alone. Because it's with a dragon, you're not alone. There will definitely be a Sagittarius that's taking their cups and leaving. There will definitely be at least one of you. And that's okay, or anyone listening. And that's okay. If you feel safe, if you feel you really did the best that you could, review it. There's tons of things on YouTube or search engine where you can do checklists. Did I do this? Did I say that? YouTube, there's tons of little social workers, or be careful, but see who you resonate with and who feels right. There's some that give excellent advice and guidance. It's not just advice and do this. We have to use our own judgment. Sagittarius, it's just a beautiful experience once you can get out of your head. But it is moving on. It is moving on. It's like, I always think about, there was a little game when I was young, or maybe it was a commercial, I don't know. I'm picking up my tiddlywinks and going home. Picking pick up your tiddlywinks and go home. Now that can literally just mean, say you live with somebody, married or just live with somebody, even family. You try to ameliorate any upsets, try to balance, and you must start with yourself. Breath work. Okay. Thank you, Sagittarius. I don't know what time it is. And it'll show on here. I think I have time, definitely for, I'm going to do air. We'll do air. I should have time, because it says we've been on for 20 minutes. I think I started at 3:05 or something. I should have time, because I have clients coming soon. Okay, air. Gemini. Gemini, you have the moon. This is perfect for you. This is coming into your own. Things that have been bothering you will now balance out between the wild and the domestic. But it's always up to you. It's your time to shine. I think a full moon's coming up on the 14th. I lose track of my days. I have to literally look at a calendar. So, full moons, 24 hours before, 24 hours after, within that time period. The day of the full moon is great. This is a release card. Even if you don't have a memory of a hurt, release it anyway. Because how do you get through this life and not be hurt? At least once or 1,000 times. So release that. Okay. Thank you, Gemini. Moving on to Libra. Libra, you got 5 of Swords. However, if you know the cards, it's on lower polarity or reverse. So here's the deal. You've been hurt repeatedly. And you're not releasing. I just did that with, who did we just do? Gemini. So just maybe listen to Gemini also. It's the releasing, because we're doing, there's a full moon, I believe a full moon, even if it's a new moon, I can't remember right now, on the 14th, I believe. Release, because on lower polarity, it's you are so ready. You are so ready to move on. You are so ready to enter a new, because you're ready for the 6s, which is putting things behind you. It's still reviewing the past. It's still reviewing the hurts, the harms, the haunts. But this is, you no longer need to stab yourself in the foot or, cut off your nose to spite your face. Well, that's funny. Two analogies in their swords. So, whatever, any analogy. This is also being grounded, because that would be flying high, gotta go, swords up. But on lower polarity, it's more of a grounding. Some people will view and read this card on lower polarity, reverse, even harsher than it is upright. I don't see it that way. One, I'm a channeler, so I'll channel. I could be reading this card and I'll get an imprint in my mind of another card, and I'll read that as well. So yes, they're guidelines. They work fabulous. The cards really tell us. It's symbolism. This world is symbolism. Everything in this world is symbolic. And it comes around again. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up. Smile. Look at the pretty flowers. All right. Thank you, Libra. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, you got the Hermit in reverse. This is definitely telling you there's a Virgo around you. Probably more than one. And they're going to be helping you on some way, some shape, some form. The Virgos are helping you. Virgos help in this world in general with a slightly different vibration. Everyone has their own vibration, but we're all connected, kind of, sort of. Yes, we're connected, but it could be also the, if a friend's listening, she'll get this one. But for anyone, it also can show that the Virgo has left, but the Virgo will be coming back. If you don't want the Virgo to come back, that's what the Hermit did all this time in the cave, was to study, to review, to analyze, make lists, decide. And on lower clarity, it says you're ready. You are so ready for your next journey, for your next step. But it's a definite, the reason why people go into hermit mode is because they have to heal. They need to correct something. They need to get their head together. They need to get something together. All right. Thank you, Aquarius. Moving on to earth signs. Yeah, we could do the earth signs. Yeah, they're very short readings. Little quickies. Oh. Taurus, you got the Devil card. This is listening to music that you may not or should not be listening to. Yes, shoulda, woulda, coulda, never, always, in quotes. But this is music that, because that would be, right, the Devil, the Pan. So we have Capricorn and we have Scorpios. You can add Virgos in there sometimes because of the Maiden. But this is giving new life to something. New life. The Devil isn't always, some of the newer cards don't even have the Devil in it, or the Death card. Because of stories that have been handed down. I'm not saying there's not bad people or bad things or whatever, but it's not the way most of us have been taught. Yes, there's extremely bad, but not in this sense. So what the card represents is the yin and yang, the feminine and the masculine, balancing act. However, this is a balance out, but don't give your heart away completely. Don't give your goods away completely, because there is somebody there that has just been using you. Again, these are general readings. So for some Tauruses, there's someone there who's been using you, and it feels like decades. Right? Because when we think of the Devil or anything like that, we think of ancient, old. This just feels like old. It's time to be vulnerable for the newness. It's time to be vulnerable to have that tree grow and be healthy and happy and peaceful. Don't listen to anyone that degrades you. Okay. All right. Thank you, Taurus. That's your reading. Moving on to Virgo. Oh, see? I'm going to just give a quick little shuffle. Oh, nice. Got Page of Wands. This is to play the music. This is you're beginning to, or you're doing it more than you have in the past, talking kind to yourself. Self-compassion. Taking that information, and now you want to share with others. It's not always easy to share, because I'm a talker, and in my everyday life, I can share opinion. I just do. I share about the world. Somebody talks about, well, there's a long list, but if somebody's talking about the NWO or fluoride in the water, I'm like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Not all the time. It depends upon the company that I'm in. But I don't hesitate when it's appropriate. And sometimes it's really not appropriate, but I have to feel out to see who's on my side. So sometimes, I'm not saying to test someone. I find that too manipulative. But you test them in ways, it's more of experience The more experience we have with someone, we see them for who they are. And so no matter whatever that person can do or what has been done to them, this shows you that it's their heart. It doesn't matter what their past is. It doesn't matter. It's the heart. It's the love. The kindness. And the page is gathering, and then she's going to pass it on to the knights. So that's the sharing part. Share your testimony when it's appropriate, if it's safe. Share. All right. Thank you, Virgo. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, you got Ace of Swords. This is something new with schooling. If you're older and or at any age, because we could still go to college or schools or take up a course on the internet at age 90. So it doesn't matter. But if you're going to a school, this is something that's new coming up for you. And it feels unexpected. Completely unexpected. But it's new, it's fresh, it's a lesson. There's a lesson coming up for some Capricorns, general readings, that's going to feel you're going to need a vacation afterwards, or at least breathing exercises. Go to YouTube for that. There's tons of good ones. And you feel it out. 1 minute, 5 minutes, 30 minutes. Russia. Oh, I have a couple of clients from Russia. Although they live in the States. Well, they travel back and forth, so. This is a card to make sure you have enough energy to go forward for those new opportunities, for those new, and it's intellect. Don't let those thoughts run around unsupervised. Move forward with grace, because you have that. Capricorns can really bring up that grace and bring up that, it's not hubris, it's not conceit, but what we would think. We don't like, I don't want to say we don't like the royalty anymore. It depends how much you know about them. But that, what we envision it to be, like, I'm deserving. I'm not saying go around call yourself king and queen. But feel the confidence. Feel that confidence, because you really should be having your intuition exploding right now. You might go start slowly, and then on some days it's going to be like, oh, I just know they're going to call. I just know I'm getting that job. I just know. So, okay, that was the last one. We were able to make them all. Okay, I'm on Facebook at Channels, Sandra Channels. There's a picture of me with the horse. You can DM, or I got to get the website up. I just can't seem to do it on my own. I'm just not good at that. So, contact me if you want extended readings, but I'd have to go back and listen to this one. Or you want a whole new fresh reading. I do a lot of things. Animal communication. We do mentorship. Holistic life, spiritual, and business coaching. There's a lot of things that are incorporated in being a medium and a channeler. Be yourself. Be the kind, calm, striving for peace soul that you are. You are loved, you are loved, and you are lovable. Always. Go play.